What about blocks to you getting money, or like a program you inherited from your parents that goes back 7 generations, where some people call it poverty consciousness? What about this? Well, it's very common for people to believe that there are subconscious programs running that keep you from becoming wealthy, that stop you from prosperity, they used to call it. So, what's the truth? The truth is, you are unable to recognize that you are okay. And the world we live in is constantly bombarding you with ideas that other people are doing really well and that there's something wrong with you. You have no real problem. The universe provides for you everything you need. It's only the comparison of you versus somebody who appears to have massive wealth somewhere else. It's not a problem. You're creating a problem that doesn't exist. You're actually, if you're playing the vibrational game, you're playing the game. What game are you playing? Well, some people, it's not the keeping up with the Joneses, but that's what it is. It's saying, there's something in me that's choosing to be poor. Because this always goes with the same idea that, you choose. Is it true? A lot of people want you to believe this. And then what happens? Well, you start working on these things. And then the element of guilt comes up. After all this work that I've done, it hasn't paid off. So guilt comes in. If you want to avoid all these troubles, live simply. Live very simply and ignore lifestyles of the rich and famous. You are not in a problem. That is what you have to remain steadfast. I do not have a problem. the way that we are to address these perceptions that somebody down the street has got way more than me is to realize you are having an experience. And maybe your experience is the guy down the street's got more stuff than me. Somebody else will say, it creates resistance when you have, it goes back to the Bible. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife or stuff. Coveting means I see someone down the road and they're doing better than me, and gee, I wish that I was that person, or I wish I had all their stuff. A biblical injunction. What is it? Why is it there? It's because you are actually not being true to yourself and your own journey. Maybe my journey is to do some work looking for these subconscious programs that are making me poor. You don't have a problem. You have a lot of people comparing themselves to other people. The best thing you need to do is remember, when I start feeling like I don't have enough or I'm not good enough, to get quiet inside and be with that feeling. Meditate on it for as long as it takes, because it's bugging you. And that's what the real issue is. There's a feeling in you that is an annoyed feeling. It's a feeling that I'm not getting everything I should be getting. Should. It's a should. What's the problem with shoulds? Shoulds are things are not the way they should be. You're trying to change reality. Things are the way they are. And if you can accept that, meditate on it for a long time. This is how it is. This is how it is. You come into acceptance. This is how it is. It's becoming quieter and more still and accepting. Inside of me, I'm fine. Inside of my stillness, everything is beyond perfect. And in fact, when you've got inner quiet and inner stillness, you're way better off than the guy down the street who's got all that material stuff. You're way better off than that person, because you can deal with anything. And you don't have a lot of contracts where you bought some truck on an 8-year plan, or you've got a 25-year mortgage on a big house, and then you're dependent on working at some job that you don't really want to do, but it pays better than the job that you can do, which is conducive to your inner peace. One of my friends wants to remind us that the spiritual writer Stuart Wilde said, If you really want something, don't lean into it, because leaning into it pushes it away. It focuses your vibration on, I don't have that. So if you're into that vibrational idea, I don't have that, is what you're putting more and more energy into. I don't have it. So you're pushing it away. If it's meant for you to have something, it will come to you by synchronicity and serendipity. Most humans have got way too much shit. Way too much shit. Because their monkey minds are like, I gotta have that because the guy down the street's got that. And my car's only 3 years old and I traded and get a new one. I've seen it. I was a car salesman. I've seen somebody who bought a car. 10 days later, they came back and traded it in for another one. And then they did it again. They did it 3 times in a row. What happened? They went from signing up for a 8-year program on a new car to having less car, older car. They lost money. Every time they traded in, they lost money. Why did they do it? Dissatisfaction. Not being conscious at all. All of the people that are working on consciousness ought to be looking at simplifying life, getting rid of stuff. When I left a place, I got rid of everything. I went to the new place on a plane. I had a pack sack and a suitcase. And I downsized from having a condominium and furniture and car. I got rid of it all. It's not a big deal to go with less. Be in the moment, moment to moment. It's easy to be moment to moment. If you go into 3D thinking, I got to make a plan so that I can have that new car or new house or new wife or whatever it is, you are going the wrong direction. Higher consciousness is not about making plans. Higher consciousness, I say it every day, it's about synchronicity and serendipity. It's being present in the present moment. It's the exact opposite of everything else that people say. And a lot of so-called spiritual teachers will go on about these kind of things, subconscious programs that are poverty consciousness. It's bullshit. These people, I don't know, they pull up the same teachers. The Millionaire Mind with T. Harv Eker, Tony Robbins, Napoleon Hill, Science of Mind with Ernest Holmes. It's crap. I know it because I know all these things. It's crap. It's crap, 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 crap. And people keep repeating it. How many people are really successful using these kind of techniques. I went to a Science of Mind church for a number of years, and this is what they went on about. The minister of the Science of Mind church kept talking about how much she wanted to have a new Jaguar. Well, when she finally left town, she left in the same car she had. It was a really, really old Chevrolet with the paint peeling off of it. So if the person who is supposed to be the professional and teaching you how to have all this prosperity can't manifest herself even an upgrade to her old crappy car, it don't work. It don't work. It don't work. It don't work. It's a bunch of bullshit. And I went to see T. Harv Eker a couple times. Went to a seminar. Did I go to make money? No. I think I was led to go to learn about shysters like T. Harv Eker. These ones, really good salespeople. But do you get anything from these people? Well, if you look, they're really good at doing events, and they're really good at picking very enthusiastic young people to come and be part of the team. It's more like multi-level marketing, but it ain't nothing about higher consciousness. It's hugely ego-driven. My ego needs to be the millionaire mind person. I need to be the guy with 12 Lamborghinis. And how many of the people, hundreds of people that go to see these seminars become rich? No. These are the same people that go to somebody else's seminar the next time there's a seminar in town. Because they keep looking outside of themselves. Someone else has got the answer outside of me, someone who's made it. I'm going to follow their path. This is not consciousness. This is the old school, someone does something and writes a book, or they get a ghostwriter to write a book. Donald Trump, Art of the Deal. I read Art of the Deal. He didn't even write it. I don't think he can write his own name. But, from Art of the Deal, what do you learn? Donald Trump was handed his real estate empire by his father. That's what you learn. He wasn't a poor person to start off with. His father was in the real estate business in New York, and Donald Trump was brought into the business that was already going. If you want consciousness, you already have it. You don't need the information from others. The best thing you can do is to be still. Still, still, still. Quiet, inner quiet. Not rushing around like a chicken with its head cut off. Be quiet. Inner silence. And the synchronicities and the serendipities, when they happen, a lot of the synchronicities and serendipities, people don't even see them as being synchronicity and serendipity. A lot of them happen and they're not recognized. And don't forget that the universe is also keeping certain things out of your situation. In other words, a lot of problems that people get into, you're not getting into. Those other ones are getting into problems. I told you already, an 8-year contract on a car that you really don't need, or a 25-year mortgage on an overpriced house that might have termites, or it's going to have big tax increases, and it's going to need. The universe knows if you are on a path where you want higher consciousness, you have to work on being quiet, still, and alert, awareness. And you have to get really good at recognizing when monkey mind has taken over and monkey sees and monkey wants all this other stuff. You already have consciousness. You would just have to keep realizing, I'm already conscious. The universe knows who I am. That's the other problem. If you think you've got to do something, you're not being a human being. You're being a human doing, which is monkey mind. The universe knows who you are. It knows what you need. It knows what lessons you need. And that can be very difficult, because if you're having a very difficult lesson and you're in the middle of it and you can't figure out what is the lesson that I'm in the middle of, when it doesn't feel like I've got all the stuff for the guy down the street, or I don't have, this, that, and the next thing, or, I'm in pain. I've got physical pain. I've got all this stuff. And the universe is bringing this stuff to you, and you might not know why. This is where you have to let go of the judgment. Letting go is the process to higher consciousness. Letting go. It's not getting more stuff. It's letting go of stuff and letting go of monkey mind. Letting go of neediness. That's a huge thing among humans. Neediness. Is it a program? I don't know. It's so common. I don't think it's a program. It's monkey mind. Neediness. I see it with people all the time that aren't really working on their consciousness. Neediness. I got a weekend coming up, and I don't have any plans. Neediness. I need to know what I'm going to do those 3 days, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I need to have it all in my date book. I need to have a girlfriend, or I need to have a boyfriend. I need to have a new dress. I need to have a new TV. Needy, needy, needy. It's not the necessities of life. It's piling on unnecessary junk. And then having to, oh geez, I got all these bills coming in at the end of the month. Now I got to go do some job that I don't want to do, because I got to earn this money that other way to pay for all these bills. Win the lottery. It's all mass marketing. If you really want to know, muscle test. Your body doesn't lie. Here's your muscle testing. Go within and figure out what your consciousness is up to. It's going within. It's not going out there to find someone else to heal you of your problem. I used to do Reiki for people. I used to do massage. I don't really do that anymore. It wasn't me choosing. It was basically I just watch what my body does during the day, and it is not given to advertise doing Reiki or massage. These are still beliefs. I learned how to do Reiki, so I should be doing Reiki. A lot of times, these things that we take courses for, we're interested in them, we like them for a while, but if you stop getting clients, it's because the universe has said, okay, you've done enough of that. The universe is not like a big corporation. A big corporation finds the right person to be their accountant and wants that person to do that job for life. The big corporation is not out for your best interest. The universe, on the other hand, says, okay, well, we're going to have you do this for a while. And then we don't want you to be bored with it. So you might get fired from the job if it's like a paid job or you've got an employer. Or you might just find, I can't stand going there. And in the morning, when you were ready to go to work, you just get a stomach ache and you find yourself picking up the phone, calling in sick, and then you never go back again. One time this happened to me. I really felt like the job that I was doing was, um, it wasn't busy anymore. And I just had the sort of feeling of footsteps behind me, like, if you're on the football field and you hear the footsteps of someone about to tackle you. I kind of felt that way. I felt like everything was drying up around there. And I was invited to go and visit a friend in Florida. And I went to Florida. And at the end of I think it was about 2 weeks, um, I picked up the phone and called my boss and said, I'm not coming back. So this is normal. You should not expect to be doing the same thing for years and years and years because you're not growing. If you're conscious, the universe has got vast amounts of things for you to experience. So don't get stuck in the idea that, you know, I'm being a Reiki healer now. That's what I'm going to do for the next 25 years. There's all kinds of other things. So much stuff. So keep letting go of the idea that, you know, hi, I'm Bob and I do Reiki. Let go of that. Allow the universe to give you time off. Allow the universe to bring you where it brings you. The universe will do what it's going to do. Your job is to allow it to do what it's going to do. That's all I have for you.